Hi guys, welcome back to Koricast. So as I promised you on my last video, the Skoda 130 RS here, you could see the video right underneath this new video. I promised you to make a review of the other models, the Skoda 130 LR right here. So this is the model that we got here, the Skoda 130 LR. It is a different model from the RS because if you see, the RS model is more like a coupe or a fastback type of body or type of car. Meanwhile, the LR version is more like a sedan or a four-door saloon car. So it is a very different model, but it's still the same one. It's still a Skoda 130. Maybe it's just has a different body types. I don't know. So yeah, the one we are going to review here is the 130 LR, and we still got the same packaging like the RS, still in the same limited edition collector's packaging in this four set cars. But the differences is that the RS version, the RS model, we got three racing cars or three race livery and one plain body. Meanwhile, on the LR version, we only got two race cars and the other two is the plain body. So I don't know, maybe the LR version of the body is has a fewer races than the RS, so they didn't make any liveries for this one. But yeah, that's fine to me because I don't really know the model, so I don't really care that much. But I am very interested to see what the model looks like because on my last video I kind of like this model because it kind of feels like a CMS rally type of casting or quality. So I hope this one will do the same, and I think we're just going to take a closer look on the name first. So on the bottom here we got the Skoda 130 LR in a red plain body. So this is the plain body. And on the top we got the Skoda 130 LR number 21 Rally Bohemia 1988. And on the upper we got the Skoda 130 LR in white plain body. And the last one right here we got the Skoda 130 LR number 24 Rally RAC 1986. So I think, oh no, I thought it was the same race that this RS race because this one is also a Rally RAC, but it is a different year. It almost 10 years different. This one is the 1976 and the LR is the 1986. So it's not, it doesn't race on the same track on the same year, so my bad. I think right now we are going to take a closer look on the model and we'll see about the details on this one. Right, so what I have here is the 4 model of the LR, and as you can see we still got the same individual packaging like the RS version, so it makes it easier to display individually and it makes it more presentable. So right now I am going to open this model first for you to see about the details, and the other three I am probably going to do a like a showcase like my previous video, so it doesn't take too long to shoot. So I am just gonna show you guys this model here in a closer look. So right now we got the 130 LR Skoda, and looking at the model I think it feels pretty much the same with the RS version, but like I said before, this one has a different body type. It is more like a sedan or a four-door saloon car, so it's more familiar to us, the common non-rally fans people. So yeah, this is more familiar to us. And honestly, when I look at this model, I kind of think that this model looks like a Lada, or maybe um, what other types of four-door saloon car, this compact four-door saloon, like a Corolla maybe. That's what I think about when I look at this model, because this is a four-door saloon and it's a very compact. It is a very small four-door saloon, so it kind of looks like a Corolla, or maybe what else? The four-door saloon cars. I can't remember. Maybe that one Lada. So yeah, on the front one, for the details, it is the same as the RS. We still got the plastic intake headlights right here, and it is a pretty detailed one, even though I couldn't see any details from the inside. I don't see any separate parts for the bulbs or the headlights, so it kind of feels empty on the inside. Well, I think it's fine. It's their first attempt on making 64 scale, so I forgive that kind of details. So yeah, it's still pretty good for them too. Um, and then the bumper itself, even though this looks like it is the same colors as the this one, but the bumper right here is a different part, which is kind of interesting. Maybe they are thinking about to put this fog lights right here, so it is more um, easier for them to do another toolings or another parts to put on those sides. So it's kind of nice. And on the side itself, I think I don't really know much about this car or this model. So for me, the body line, I think it is a very perfect one, because it is a very boxy, a very four-door sedan look, and I like that. um and the details, delivery, it is the same one as the RS. It still uses this kind of tampo printed livery instead of the decals, and the results is very nice. As you can see, we got no thickness on the body like the decals. When you apply a decals, it kind of makes it look like a thick layer on top of the body, so it doesn't happen here because this one is a tampo printed, and the tampo itself is pretty sharp, and we could tell what the sponsors, we could read the sponsors, and we could read other details like this one, the Skoda logo, and the Skoda, Castrol, Sax, Champion. I think this is a very nice model. Moving on to the back, well, this is now where we see the use of decals right here on this rear window. So you see that the differences is, this is the thickness that I'm talking about when you use a decal. So you got this thickness of the layer of the decal, so it kind of makes it look like um, maybe kind of, I don't know, like not really realistics, but yeah, this is the option of using a decals or a tampo. um on moving on to the back side, this kind of feels like a ducktail, and it is a very unique design of a ducktail. It kind of looks like, kind of reminds me of a Porsche 2.7 RS, the first car that used a ducktail or a spoiler on the road car. So I think this one, it was inspired by the Porsche to use this kind of ducktails. And on the ducktails, we got another details. I think this one is air intakes for the engine. I don't know, maybe the radiator. I think this car is a front engine mounted, so the engine is not here, but still nice to see the details here. Moving on to the back. um okay, so I think this one here is using, is it a plastics? Um, well, it kind of feels like a plastic, but it turns out it isn't. It's still a painted taillight, so it is the same one as the RS that I reviewed before. So this is still a painted taillights. It's not a clear plastics, but it's still kind of nice. Um, the looks itself, we still got the red paint in here and the orange and the silver one, so it's kind of nice to look. It kind of looks like a plastic because I was thinking about that this model used a plastic before, but it turns out it isn't. So yeah, it is a nice detail though. And the wheels itself, the wheels, I think it has the same. Oh no, it's different. Yeah, it's different. It has a different details on the wheels. um I thought they used the same wheels, but they didn't. So these wheels, they had the same wheels. It rolls freely without the disc brakes inside. So yeah, that is that's the reason why they can roll freely. They don't have a disc brakes. And for the interior, it is all just a plain black interior, nothing too special, nothing too detailed for the interior. So I don't really have much to talk about. Um, I think that's it, like for the details. And the one I'm reviewing right here, the one I open right here, is the Skoda 130LR number 21 Rally Bohemia 1988, driven by Pavel Sibera and Peter Grost. So that's the driver's name for this car. Just like the 130 RS, we got the same base design. Like we got, like I said, the name of the car and also the drivers and also the big name under here. So yeah, it's really nice. um I think that's it for this video. I will put the other three models right here on the rotating display and show you guys the details without me having to talk too much. And also this will ends the video, so see you guys in the next video. Bye.